There's a Toyota oil change mistake that has cost owners thousands of dollars, and almost no one realizes they're making it. Not because they're careless, and not because they skip maintenance, but because the mistake sounds responsible. It's usually framed as being proactive, playing it safe, doing more than required so the engine lasts longer. Service advisors explain it confidently, the invoice looks professional, and when you drive away, everything feels fine. That's why this mistake survives for decades. Toyota owners who make it genuinely believe they're doing everything right. They change their oil on time, they approve what's recommended, they follow the schedule, sometimes even more aggressively than asked. And that's exactly where the problem begins. Modern Toyota engines are not built for constant disturbance. They're engineered for stability, consistency, and long-term balance. When that balance is interrupted too often, even with good intentions, wear begins to accelerate in places most owners never think to look. Before we go any further, let me pause you right here. If you've owned a Toyota long enough to care about how long it truly lasts, tap the like button. Subscribe if you believe good maintenance should make ownership easier, not more expensive. And if you've ever followed every oil change recommendation and still wondered why repairs showed up early, leave a comment about it. I see every comment, and those real experiences help other owners connect that what makes this oil change mistake so expensive isn't that it causes immediate damage. It doesn't. The engine doesn't fail, the car doesn't break down, and nothing dramatic happens. Instead, it shortens the quiet years. Seals that should last hundreds of thousands of miles begin aging early. Gaskets that would have stayed pliable start hardening sooner than expected. Minor seepage appears where none should exist. Owners begin addressing small issues that were never supposed to show up yet, and because these problems develop slowly, they're almost never traced back to the oil change habit that caused them. Toyota engines are conservative by design. They rely on stable oil pressure, predictable heat cycles, and consistent flow patterns. When oil chemistry is changed too often, flushed too aggressively, or altered repeatedly with upgrades and additives, that stability is disrupted. The engine adapts, because it always does, but adaptation isn't free. Every abrupt oil change forces seals to recondition. Every unnecessary detergent spike alters internal surfaces. Every time the system is opened without a mechanical reason, risk quietly increases. Toyota engineers understand this. That's why factory oil intervals are longer than what many service centers recommend. Not because Toyota wants engines to fail, but because they want engines to settle. There's a difference between maintenance and interference, and the mistake most owners make is assuming that more oil changes automatically mean more protection. That logic made sense decades ago, when engines ran dirtier and oil technology was far less advanced. Modern Toyota engines are different. They run cleaner, seal tighter, manage heat better, and are designed to live with oil longer without suffering harm. Changing oil too often doesn't make the engine cleaner. It resets the system before it finishes stabilizing. This is why some Toyota engines quietly reach 300,000 miles without leaks, while others develop seepage at half that mileage despite having perfect service records. Owners who experience early problems almost always say the same thing: "I never missed an oil change." That's the clue. The issue isn't neglect, it's overcorrection. Service centers rarely explain this nuance because oil changes are entry points. They lead to add-ons, upgrades, flushes, conditioners, and cleaners, all of which sound helpful but often deliver no measurable benefit. Once the hood is open, momentum takes over. Owners trust the process because it feels routine. The recommendations appear on a screen, the language sounds calm and professional, and nothing feels rushed or aggressive. Because nothing feels wrong afterward, the habit continues for years. The consequences show up much later, when the engine doesn't feel as tight, when leaks appear earlier than expected, and when ownership quietly becomes more expensive than it should have been. By then, the connection is lost. Toyota engines don't fail because oil stayed in too long within factory limits. They fail early because systems were disturbed repeatedly, without cause. That's a hard truth to accept because it contradicts decades of advice, but doing less can actually protect more. The Toyotas that reach extreme mileage almost always share one thing in common. Their maintenance was boring, conservative, and predictable. No panic and no constant intervention. Owners who follow factory intervals, avoid unnecessary additives, and resist frequent oil change upgrades allow the engine to age naturally. Seals condition properly, where stabilizes and the engine finds its rhythm and stays there. That's why some Toyotas feel the same at 200,000 miles as they did at 80,000, while others start feeling tired far too early. The oil change itself isn't the problem, it's how it's approached. When oil changes are treated like resets instead of maintenance, problems begin quietly. Toyota didn't design these engines to be constantly reset. They designed them to be left alone unless something actually changes. Once you understand that, oil changes stop being about fear and start being about timing. And that shift alone is often the difference between a Toyota that slowly becomes a source of stress and one that just keeps running, year after year, without asking for much at all. Once owners understand that the oil change itself isn't the problem, the next realization comes naturally. The real damage usually begins with what gets added to the oil change, not the oil change alone. This is where thousands of dollars quietly disappear over time. Toyota service centers rarely sell oil changes as standalone maintenance anymore. They're framed as opportunities. Opportunities to protect the engine further, to upgrade protection, to clean systems that aren't dirty, and to prevent problems that aren't developing. None of this is presented as risky. In fact, it's presented as smart ownership. You'll hear phrases like "since we're already in there," or "this is recommended at your mileage," or "most owners choose this for peace of mind." The language is calm, reassuring, and reasonable. That's exactly why it works. The most common add-ons include oil conditioners, engine cleaners, fuel system treatments, viscosity upgrades, and interval reductions that sound conservative but aren't supported by how Toyota engines actually age. Each one adds a little cost, each one feels harmless, and each one nudges the engine further away from the stable environment it was designed to live in. From a mechanical standpoint, modern Toyota engines thrive on consistency. Oil that stays within its intended chemistry range allows seals to condition gradually. Internal surfaces wear evenly. Heat cycles normalize. When additives are introduced repeatedly, that balance shifts. Detergent levels spike. Friction modifiers change behavior. Oil flow characteristics alter slightly each time. None of this causes instant failure. That's what makes it so deceptive. Instead, it accelerates subtle wear. Seals lose elasticity sooner. Minor leaks appear earlier. Gaskets harden before their time. Owners begin chasing small repairs that feel unrelated. But they're all connected by one thing: the engine never got to settle. Another common cost multiplier comes from shortened oil change intervals that aren't based on driving conditions. Many Toyota owners drive gently. Short trips, steady highway speeds, minimal towing. Yet they're still pushed into aggressive intervals designed for severe use. The engine doesn't benefit from this. The service department does. Toyota's factory intervals already account for safety margins. They're not minimums. They're engineered targets based on real testing. Reducing those intervals without cause doesn't extend engine life. It increases exposure to disturbance. What's especially frustrating is that owners who follow every recommendation often feel confused later. They did everything right. They paid for protection. They never skipped service. Yet their engine starts costing more earlier than expected. This is where trust quietly breaks down. Owners assume something must be wrong with the vehicle, when in reality the issue is that the vehicle was never allowed to age naturally. Toyota engines aren't fragile. They're resilient. But resilience depends on stability, not constant correction. Another overlooked factor is how service momentum works. Once an owner approves one add-on, the door opens for the next visit. The history shows compliance. The system flags opportunities. Recommendations grow. Each visit builds on the last, and suddenly oil changes aren't maintenance anymore. They're events, and events are expensive. The Toyotas that quietly rack up extreme mileage almost never followed this path. Their owners kept things simple. Oil changes stayed boring. Factory specs were respected. Additives were avoided unless a real problem appeared. Nothing was done just in case. Those engines didn't feel special. They just kept running. There's a reason Toyota engines that reach 400, 500, even 600,000 miles tend to have unremarkable service histories. They weren't overmanaged. They weren't constantly optimized. They were maintained, not modified. This is the part most service menus don't explain. Every extra product sold during an oil change introduces a variable Toyota engineers didn't design around. That doesn't mean catastrophe is guaranteed, It means predictability is reduced. And predictability is the foundation of longevity. Owners who recognize this early save enormous amounts of money without sacrificing reliability. They stop treating oil changes as opportunities for improvement and start treating them as moments of preservation. The oil goes in. The old oil comes out. Nothing else changes unless the vehicle tells you it needs attention. That restraint feels uncomfortable at first, especially when recommendations are delivered confidently. But restraint is exactly what allows Toyota engines to age gracefully. Once owners shift from doing more to doing what's needed, ownership costs flatten out. Repairs slow down, the engine stays tight longer, and the vehicle remains what Toyota intended it to be in the first place, a dependable machine that asks very little and delivers for decades. And when that mindset takes hold, something else becomes clear. The most expensive maintenance mistakes aren't dramatic decisions. They're quiet habits repeated over years, disguised as responsibility. That's what makes this oil change mistake so costly. Not the oil, not the interval, but everything added along the way. By the time most Toyota owners realize this oil change mistake has been costing them money, the damage isn't dramatic. There's no engine failure. No warning light that points back to years of unnecessary intervention. Instead, ownership just feels heavier than it should. More small repairs. More seepage. More while we're in their conversations. Nothing catastrophic, just constant. That's how this mistake hides. The truth is, Toyota engines don't need to be constantly optimized. They need to be left alone unless something actually changes. Noise, performance, temperature, consumption. Those are signals. Screens, menus, and recommendations are not. Owners who reach high mileage without drama tend to follow one quiet rule: they let the engine tell them when something needs attention. They don't assume mileage alone means decline. They don't panic at round numbers. And they don't confuse activity with care. This is especially important now, because modern service environments are designed to feel official. Large tablets built into desks. Digital menus that scroll smoothly. Checkboxes that suggest completeness. The process feels finished even when understanding isn't. Oil change recommendations appear preloaded. Add-ons look standardized. It feels like saying no means skipping something important. But saying no is often the most protective decision you can make. Toyota engineers didn't design engines to be refreshed constantly. They designed them to stabilize. Oil chemistry needs time to condition seals. Heat cycles need consistency. Wear patterns need predictability. Every unnecessary reset delays that process. That's why the Toyotas that quietly passed 300,000 miles without leaks or fatigue almost always lived boring lives. Factory oil. Factory intervals. Minimal interference. No panic. Owners who chase perfection through frequent changes, upgrades, and additives often end up chasing small problems for years afterward, wondering how a well-maintained engine started costing so much. Nothing went wrong all at once. It just never got a chance to settle. Here's the practical shift that protects Toyota engines long-term. Treat oil changes as maintenance, not improvement. Follow factory intervals unless your driving truly qualifies as severe. Decline additives unless a real symptom exists. Avoid upgrades unless Toyota specifically calls for them. And resist the urge to shorten intervals out of fear. Fear is expensive. Stability is not. The owners who save the most money over the life of their Toyota aren't cutting corners. They're cutting noise. They simplify decisions. They ask one question at every service visit: what problem does this fix right now? If the answer isn't clear, they wait. And waiting almost never hurts a Toyota that's running well. Quick note for those still listening closely: if this changed how you think about oil changes, tap subscribe. This channel is for owners who want their Toyota to age quietly, not expensively. And if you've ever followed every recommendation and still felt like costs crept up early, share that experience below. I see every comment, and those stories help other owners break the same habit sooner. Toyota engines last longest when they're trusted, not constantly corrected. The oil change itself was never the enemy. The mistake was believing more always meant better. Once you let go of that idea, ownership gets simpler, quieter, cheaper, and your Toyota starts behaving the way it was designed to in the first place. Just keep running.